Good morning, my people. Well, I'm praying that all is well for everyone, that everyone is safe. The first week of the Trump administration has come to an end. And I just want to speak into um, what has been a concern to some with the rolling out of the executive orders that the president has issued, the firing of a whole bunch of folks. And I just want to speak to that in particular, the firing of a whole bunch of folks. And as to why, I'm not here to speak as to whether it's right or wrong. I'm just here to speak as to why it could be that that's happening. He went and he fired, 17 or 18 inspectors. Those are people that supposedly inspect from the outside, the government agencies. They're supposed to not either be Democrat or Republican. They're supposed to be fair. We have to go back and remember when Trump ran the first time and he got into the White House. Trump has stated that he took the advice of people that had been in the political scene in D.C. for years, because Trump didn't have nobody to appoint, like to the cabinet and a whole host of different positions around the government. And taking this advice, what ended up occurring was there was folks in there that were against him. So you started getting a whole bunch of leaks, the meetings, and they would finish a meeting and within seconds it would be on CNN as to what they said in the meeting. I mean, it was wild. It was crazy. So what Trump learned was, I ain't trusting no one. And let's be fair, with this administration being as corrupt as it was, Trump doesn't know who's who. When you have an administration that got the DOJ and the FBI and some others to do things that they weren't supposed to, we don't know where it ends. We don't know. We don't know whether to trust a person that's taking a look at the FCC, for example. We don't know. So he's like, I'm getting rid of everybody. And he's putting in his people. And you know what? It's crazy, but they have a right. Now, Grassley from Iowa, the senator, Mr. Chuck Grassley himself, which I believe is a really good man, but he's already kind of way up there in age, and it's time for him to step down. I've never heard anything bad about him, never. No, it's just because I'm just being fair. The same way I feel about the likes of a Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and a few others, is the same way I feel about Republicans that are of age already. It's time to go, yo. So he has sent a letter to the president saying, hey, the inspectors that you fired, you're supposed to send us paperwork and in that paperwork explaining as to why you fired them. After that, you wait for a response, and then you pull the trigger. Something to that effect. But I do know he's supposed to write down on paper and send it to the Senate as to why he's doing what he's doing. You know? Let me say this about Trump. An example with the birthright thing. Okay? If anybody saw when he signed the executive order, he basically said, I know we're going to end up in court behind this, but we're going to try it and see. Okay? He didn't come out and said, this is the land of the law. I mean, the land of the law. He didn't say, this is going to be the law of the land. Nothing like that. You know, not like an edict or anything of that sort. He said, let's just find out. That's all. We're going to give this a try. And to me, as long as he goes through that and understands there's a process to this, then if it passes, it passes. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. As long as he keeps to the rules of the game. That's all. Right? And I know a lot of people are very concerned, but that's why he's doing things that he's doing. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna do a few more of these today. I'm hanging out with Mom. Today's my day to hang out with Mom, cause my sister's at work. But I never say that I'm taking care of Mom. I say I'm hanging out with Mom, cause it is like hanging out with Mom. I have fun. Yeah. So, anyway, God bless, and be careful out there.